I got a box of these 2B Hero X cards, so let's see what's inside. So the box opens like this, and within you get all your booster packs. So I've opened the whole box and I'm pretty impressed with what came in it for £20 and around 16 packets, I believe. So I'll go through by quantity, I suppose, and I'm going to be naming these silly things, but because I can't actually read the box and maybe there is more information online of the different types, but I'm going to go through them anyways and kind of give them my own names or kind of infer what I think they mean. So I got one of these SSPs, and that's for the whole box for £20 or so, and I got Queen, and SSP seems to be the rarest. This seems to be these kind of tarot card equivalent looking ones. On the back she has the 2B Hero X on it, and this was the only one that came explicitly wrapped in plastic, so that's probably the most rare one, and it's Queen, who I like, so I'm not too disappointed with that. The other one that I only got a unique single of was MR, which I have no clue what that might stand for, and this seems to be kind of the group shot one of all of them. For the back, it again just has the standard 2B Hero X, a nice visual overview one of the whole squad. What came in another lower quantity then was these kind of chibi rares, the QRs. I only got 2, so I got another Queen, so it seemed to be quite Queen heavy, which is absolutely a-okay. She's pretty cool. And then I also got this chibi Dragon Boy. They're not my favorite, this style, but they are cool. So there is only 2 of those in my box. For another type of card that wasn't very actually I've messed up. Okay, so the MRs, I made a mistake there, so I did get actually 4 of those total, so bringing back and including a kind of group shot one, which was a different orientation. So I got 1 which was landscape and 3 portrait ones, So the art style is quite nice of these. So I got X, was pretty cool. Again, more Queen, and Ghostblade. These are pretty awesome. They're these cute little icons for each of them down at the bottom, the little animals. And for the backs, again, more to be Hero X, but as expected for that. Cool. So then we had another type that was kind of low in frequency across the whole box. So I got 3 of these total, and these are the holographic ones. So as you can see, when I change it up and down, you get the full picture, well, the 2 sides, and I'm sorry for the glare off of this. So this is Little Johnny and Big Johnny. Here we have Dragon Boy, right before his big fight, and Ghostblade, looking pretty cool, whipping out his blade. So for another couple of the odd ones, I did get these, which I don't think are actual collectibles, but they came within the packets, and I guess I just put them in each box maybe. I think this might be the ranking card of the heroes, or this might even be a breakdown of the rarity values. Okay, that makes sense then. So this breaks down all of the different rarity values and probably some more information on that. And this, yeah, as well, I'm not too sure what it is. One of the types that I got, which were pretty cool, and I'm going to call them ID rares, IRs, but these are actual ID cards for each of them. Something cool about these is that they are kind of thicker material. They still are kind of cardboardy rather than your actual ID material, so they're a bit weaker versus your standard plastic real ID. But these are pretty sweet. So you get the stats about each of them, their height and weight, and yeah, they're pretty nice. So we got Ghostblade, we got Lolly, I'm not too sure her exact name, I'm so sorry. We got Nice, it's pretty cool. We got the Johnnies, we got the Commoner, Ling Ling, and then Ghostblade again. So we've got about 5 of those, but not the most abundant in the box. I'll go for another of the less common ones. So I only got 4 of these. I'm going to call them transparent rares, TRs. So we got the Commoner, X, Ahu, which I think is quite a nice one versus most of these, and I know they're probably bunched on each other, so you might be able to see them as well. But the Ahu one is pretty cool. Got Esol, which I didn't get a huge amount of Esol throughout. I'll show you him without the background. Again, the Commoner and X. Yeah, there's even some shading on that background, so you can see the red versus the just pale white. Now getting into the most abundant of all the cards, and I'm going to call these super rares and super rares. And for the super rares, there are just a lot of scenes covering some of the different heroes, and I'll be going through these. So the first one here, we got Little Johnny, nice. The Johnnies, that one is really nice. Nice in 3D after X is doing his finger clicking. More Queen, Dragon Boy, Ghostblade, looking very ominous. More Nice, got a lot of Nice in this box. And Lolly, got a duplicate. So in the whole box I only got 1 duplicate, which this was this one. That's not too bad. Across the 16 packets. So Queen, we have Ahu and his owner. More Ahu, looking cool. Ghostblade, nice. And Lucky Cyan, which I didn't get a huge amount of. And then we're back to Little Johnny. So those were the super rares. And in total, 5 plus 10, around 15 to 17 of those. I'm want to count them all exactly, sorry. And then for the other most abundant type, but these ones I think are really nice. The designs on them and the heroes I got in this as well. Let's try and pick these up without damaging them. Here we go, almost. I'm so sorry. Okay, so got Ahu, Dragon Boy. You can see the backgrounds are really quite nice on these, the color contrast and the circular actual design. We have Isol, X, Queen, the Johnnies. I'm not a huge fan of this one. Queen again, Little Johnny, which is Big Johnny in his little mode. Very cute, really like that one. Dragon Boy, I believe. Lolly, Ghostblade, which is kind of cool. A nicer one of Little Johnny. And this one is really nice of X, actually. I put that one in the right one. Oh, that's an SP, so I actually did get another quite rare one that I've mixed in. So this is the only SP I believe I have. I could be mistaken on that. But yeah, so just to highlight, that one isn't a super rare. And yeah, for these I got total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So around 5 or so less than the super rares, but they're quite nice. And after opening the entire box, I've kind of pulled out some of my favorites from it. Overall, I'm pretty happy with what I got. There's a lot of stuff that I probably couldn't care too much for, but there was some really nice ones in there. So going through them, of course that really cool SP of X is nice. Of course the SSP of Queen, the transparent Ahu, which I really liked, the Johnnies, of course, who are my favorites, I think, overall. Ahu and his owner. Ahu again in his iconic pose. Ahu in his super rare. Johnny in his super rare. Little Johnny, that is. And Big Johnny also to match. The Amor, which I'm going to call Mega Rare, got Ghostblade, which I think is really cool. And then also the landscape one of all of the heroes together is pretty sweet. Now the ID rares, I'm going to say the Johnny one. Would I get another box? I'm probably not going to rush out to get one soon. If anyone does want to swap, and especially if you're in the UK, would like to trade for my Queen SSP, which I'm guessing is at least on the rarer side, given the way that it was extra plastic packaged, and maybe also I don't know how rare this X one is, but if someone has maybe the Johnnies or some Ahu that they'd like to swap of those instead, please do leave a comment and maybe you can reach out and swap for those. Yeah, beyond that, they're cool. Hopefully other people do start opening these and share online what they get, because I would love to see all of them. Given that they're from AliExpress in Chinese, they're a bit harder to find content on these. But To Be Hero X just finished. It's a really good anime. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, thought I'd give these a shot. I did check out the side of the box, and it does give more examples of the different types. So there's secret rares, I believe, SEC is what I'm going to call them, but that's a different type. I didn't get any of those. There also seems to be HSP, which I did not get. I got SP, of course, which I got the X of that. Other types I did not get was the GP, sure what they stand for. And GSP, I don't think I got any either, these kind of landscape ones. And I did get the SSP, which I got of Queen. So there definitely are other types out there that I have not gotten. But yeah, I don't know. Leave a comment if you would want to see more of these openings. Because I think there's only one other guy on YouTube who's doing these, who kind of inspired me to do this. And I mostly just wanted to share and have more content for people to see on these because they're pretty cool. But yeah, that's from me. I might not make another one of these, but who knows. Bye.